Alrighty, party people, we gonna keep this going. We are after party from the Super Slash Brothers, and yes, it may have said Saturday, but it was just a slip of the mouse. Marty, Dave, anybody out there? If you still want in, I am still here, ready to rock and roll. Dave, Dave. Hey, Heartbreaker's here. So is Cody. Oh, not much is going on, gentlemen. We're on the after party. Cent 1000. What up, yo? Here comes Marty.
Oh, Jesus. My battery fucking died the minute I fucking turned on the laptop. Sorry about that. Oi.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fucking. I was actually using it to charge my phone next to my bed, but I didn't plug in the actual laptop, so if I fell asleep, it wouldn't fucking blow up or kill me. Some fucking shit. Oh, God. Well, what's it like over your side of the country, Brad? Is there is it's mainly New York and Florida and shit that's been badly hit, or is it all
We're
over
on
the gap now?
total we're on total lockdown here in New Mexico. They just canceled schools for the rest of the year. Hey, what's going on, Art of Horror?
I'm gonna I'm gonna open.
Um,
You're streaming on your channel, right? I'm gonna
yeah, I'm on
open
my
it up.
channel now.
Yeah, so I'll
So
open it up and I can see the comments and shit.
I guess we had like 18 people on that cruise ship that had the corona, and they're all recovering. We've had over 100 cases now in New Mexico and one death.
Um,
So
do
once again,
you?
we're still at 99% survival rate.
Yeah, like it's it seems to be people in their late 50s, 60s to 70s. That's the the main kind of the main issue. I
Yeah, it's
kind of
been the elderly.
I'm kind of being careful as well because I had a heart condition, so I had surgery and I have shit wrong with my heart, so I gotta be careful. But
Right.
yeah, it's been the whole. But you know what? As some people are saying, there was people who went out and fought fucking wars, and all we're being
Well,
asked to do is
and
sit in our
that
hole.
that's what I'm talking about. People like you that have had issues, you have to be careful. That's smart. That's nothing wrong with that. But we have some of these people acting like it's the end of the world and everybody's going to die, and it's really pissing me off.
It,
Watching all these stupid people go nuts.
like if you look at the likes of the Spanish flu, it had a high mortality rate, but
Mhm.
in comparison stuff, we're now living in an age where there is vaccines can be made quicker. There's a lot more medical devices to help people who are suffering from fucking respiratory issues and then viral infections and stuff. So yeah,
Right.
you're dead right. It isn't the fucking apocalypse, but I can see why some people might be scared though. I can see why if someone is ill informed or if someone is kind of like just
Yeah.
kind of freaking out, I can understand that.
Well, that's one thing
Um,
I can say about America. People, first off, people need to stop listening to the media, and if they really want to be updated, they just need to go to the websites of the official places. like the
Yeah,
CDC and the government. Stop listening to the fucking media. And Heartbreaker, I'm very sorry about your friend's mom.
the the thing that gets me is there's fuckers going off and they're like, I read this article on Facebook or I saw this article on fucking Twitter or something like. No, go to either the CDC or the fucking WHO website.
Yeah.
Don't be going to some fucking and it's all clickbait. It's all fucking
Yeah, it
clickbait.
is. It is.
Um,
So
sucks about Brian Yuzna.
who?
The guy who directed fucking Reanimator and
Oh, I just for James Stout, not James Stout. I just forgot his name.
was it Brian Yuzna?
I can't remember.
Fuck, see. Yeah, no, he's 72, and it looks like that's what took him out.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
yeah,
Well, we just had somebody get corona or confirmed got corona. I'm trying to remember who.
a celebrity or
Yeah, a big celebrity just got it.
Idris Elba has it. The guy who plays Tormund Giantsbane has it. The Prime Minister of England has it.
Really? The Prime Minister of
Yeah.
England got it.
Yeah, Boris Johnson.
Oh,
Boris Johnson. Fucking Prince Charles has the fucking thing.
Prince Charles?
Yeah.
No shit. Wow.
Mm. But
Wait, Prince Charles the father, right? Diana's husband?
Cody. Cody's after. I'm after totally fucking her up. Cody, thank you very much. Stuart Gordon. That's who fucking got it.
Yeah, Stuart Gordon. That's who it was. Sorry.
Sorry guys, I was asleep. Thanks guys. Cody, you're a legend. I was fucking half fucking awake. No, Stuart Gordon got it. I think he was 72.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking sucks.
I couldn't remember his name, but we just talked about him earlier because Joe did a video about him.
Oh, thanks again, Cody.
For those of you that missed the Super Slash Brothers stream earlier, we had Blake Best and Josh Adams, the executive producer and the writer of the new film Freddy vs. Jason Dreamscapes on. It was an awesome time, and they showed some really cool stuff.
Wait, is it a short or is it going to be kind of?
No, it's a feature-length film. It's 90 minutes long.
And are they going to release it via? It's obviously not. They obviously can't make money off it because of fucking.
Well, you can if you contribute to their Kickstarter campaign, you can contribute to the perk that gets you a DVD.
Oh,
which is $25, so you can get a DVD. I've contributed. Jason contributed. Joe contributed. Josh Hobbs contributed. It looks like it's going to be a really good film, and we're all looking forward to it. Now, the storyline, in my opinion, is a little different than what I would want. It directly follows Jason Goes to Hell,
and it ignores the actual Freddy versus Jason movie. Yeah.
I'm not. They did say there's going to be some like tributes and stuff, but yeah, it's going to be set before that film. So
the linchpin for that movie is going to be who they get for Freddy.
Freddy is the writer. Josh Adams is playing Freddy. The writer Josh Adams is playing him.
Is he doing his own thing, or is he going to try and take off England? Or
well, no, he's doing his thing, but he's trying to take a lot of stuff from England, the mannerisms, things like that. But the dude's got a really good accent. He does a really good job with the voice. He did the voice for us on the thing. It was pretty good.
Cool.
And the director is played by Cody. I can't remember his last name right now. Hudson, something like that. and that's the director, and he's also playing Jason in the movie.
He's obviously a big
And
motherfucker.
he is a huge motherfucker, and he's also a professional Jason cosplayer and actor who's played Jason before and has his own like team of artists and makeup artists and stuff to do the Jason makeup.
When you say he's played Jason before, do you mean in like other fan films
Like,
or an actual
yeah,
theatrical?
in fan films, small projects, he does cons, he does appearances as Jason, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah, he's got a
don't know.
YouTube channel. I'll send you his YouTube channel. I just subscribed to it.
Do
He's
send
got
me a link to
videos
it.
of himself on there as Jason. It's pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Also, in case you're wondering, I haven't forgot. I intend on doing your sci-fi horror tag again. I just want to put a bit of a buffer between yours and mine. I'm going to do 1 or 2 videos, and I will get on yours. I just don't want people going, "Is this all he does? Does he just do fucking sci-fi horror tags?" I want to
Right.
put a
Not
bit
a
of a
problem, dude.
buffer, but I will get around to it.
Like I said, you
Oh,
don't even have to do the tag. I was just curious to what your answers would be.
no. I'll do
Um,
the tag.
I need
I,
to do
no,
yours, but I've got like 6 tags I need to catch up on. I just haven't had a chance to do them yet.
um, what do you think of? You watch Clone Wars and you watch Rebels, right, Brad?
Of course, yeah, I've seen them.
And you enjoy them.
Yes.
Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. What's your
Oh,
thoughts?
can't wait to see it.
Should be cool.
I
Also,
love Rosario Dawson. I love her.
something that has me fucking shitting Pringles. Michael Bean is going to be in season 2 as well, and I think I know who he's going to be.
Who do you think he's going to be?
Dengar.
Really?
I am nearly 100% sure he's going to be fucking Dengar.
Are you watching the new Clone Wars that's out right now?
No, I'm waiting till the whole fucking thing gets. Is it released weekly or is it on Disney
An,
Plus? Like
an
what?
episode every Friday.
No, I'm gonna wait till
And
the whole thing comes out kit and caboodle and then watch it all then.
I think it's supposed to be like a 26 episode season, but I'm not sure on that. I haven't heard actually. But like they're just getting into right now what has happened right after Ahsoka left the Jedi Order. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's kicked out, right?
Well, no, they brought her back. If you remember at the end of the original Clone Wars, she was on trial. They found out that it wasn't her, but because of the way the Jedi treated her, she lost faith in them and
She's a
she left.
grey. She's a
Yeah,
grey Jedi. Is that
yeah,
the
she
term?
left. Well, right now this picks up like the first arc of the story followed a new group of clone soldiers and Anakin, and they didn't even mention Ahsoka. And then the second arc is about Ahsoka, and eventually I hear they're supposed to get to the Mandalorian Wars and all that. But right now it's going because I'm watching it as it comes out. It is very slow. I want it to be like you said, I want to watch it all together so I can just watch it and let it, hit.
Um,
But I can't stop. I can't help it but watch it when it comes out.
no, with me, it's something like that. Is I'd like to try and watch it in like one big kind of one big kind of fucking one big whack, like
Right.
Uh, so do you know what would be cool if they done the show? If they showed a child version of Din Jar Jin.
Yeah.
If they showed the droids attacking his village and him being saved by the Mandalorians.
Right. You know what I
Because
would suggest? I would suggest you do, Marty, if you have the Disney Network,
yeah.
is I would wait because right now we're on episode 7. I would wait till they get to episode 10, then watch the first 10 episodes,
hmm
and then wait until you get the next 10 and then watch those 10.
I like the thing is I might go back and just fucking and just maybe go back, revisit the original Tartakovsky animation ones, and just fucking watch them. And then by the time by the time I'm up to date on them, all the new ones will be out. I'll just be able to go straight from that, just
We're
to
very
refresh my memory.
right. We're very excited, Rob. Very, very excited.
Rob, I am fucking tearing my hair out waiting for that fucking show. Heartbreaker. Just have an after look. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Where like you had the same kind of voice actress from the animated series voicing her, and have an actress who looks like her, but I don't I don't think that would fly under Disney. Fox might be fucking ballsy enough to do
No,
that. And that's what they did with Ray Park.
I don't
And
know. I don't know because they said that they had an interview with the girl that's voiced Ahsoka,
mhm.
and she said she hasn't been approached yet. But that's something they may do. I mean, they could do that with because if the fan outcry is strong enough, because the people, the thing is too, is that she could have played Ahsoka live action too. Have you ever seen the girl?
I have,
She's
but
really hot and she's an experienced actress. They would have to do her up in makeup, but she could do it.
but I
But Rosario Dawson kind of looks like the character I would think as an adult.
yeah.
So of course she's gonna have orange makeup on, but I mean, I think she could do the voice pretty well. She's got a voice that's kind of like that.
I assumed that the full stop was on the contract. I thought it was kind of a done deal.
No, her being on there, but they haven't said anything about it about the voice yet or not. But I mean, if the fan outcry is big enough, you never know what they'll do. Hell, they changed an entire movie because of the fans. Technically, they changed two movies because of the fans. I will say it again: The Last Jedi is that way is the way it is because the fans asked for it,
Oh yeah, the
and then
last
they
Jedi.
bitch and moan. So J.J. Abrams gives them exactly what they want again, and they still bitch and moan.
Uh, the like it's obvious with the Rise of Skywalker, that was like an 11th hour movie that like I genuinely, and I don't, I think we disagree on this, but I genuinely think that Palpatine was a last minute kind of a last minute thing. I think Snoke was supposed to be the main bad guy,
They
and
said from the first one from Force Awakens that they wanted Palpatine in there and that he was in the original drafts. He was actually supposed to show up in Force Awakens.
I do you know what? Do you know what really sucks? Because they had a chance to do it. Um, I saw an art book, Star Wars art book, and the bit, where Ray uses Luke's old X-wing.
Yeah,
Originally, she was supposed to fly underneath the belly of some fucking, not a star destroyer, but some ship, and literally she was in the atmosphere, lift up the cockpit and just put her lightsaber up and just gut the bowels of this fucking ship. The guns weren't
nice.
working, but she would have like bisected the ship with the lightsaber while
That's
flying.
cool.
Yeah.
That's probably where, but then they were probably like, you know what? That doesn't seem too feasible because the ship is tall.
Mm,
So that's why they did the thing with the X-wing, you know.
yeah.
But
I
dude, I love Rise of Skywalker. I think it's such a great film. It's literally in my top four.
I
You
again, I
know,
enjoyed it, but where we'll disagree is I think there's a lot of problems. I don't think it sabotages the movie, but I can definitely see why people might have a problem with it.
yeah. I don't think it has any problems, but that's just me. I mean,
Um,
I think it's pretty close to being as perfect of a film as you can get. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, you know.
no, 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 no. I would never fucking. A couple of years back, I would have been like, no, Iran, no, fucking, no, that's not the way to think. No, but now it's like, you know what? Each to their own. It's a fucking fantasy western set in outer space.
Right.
You go to see these movies for fun. You enjoy them. Kids enjoy them. It's not
And
fucking life or death. I've seen people fall out over fucking movies, and I'm like,
Well,
really?
these fanboys, man. I mean, they get so up into and butthurt. Like, oh my god, he didn't say the word Greedo right, so he's obviously not a real Star Wars person. So we got to talk shit about the movie, you know?
Um,
And it's like, okay, why don't you just sit back and enjoy the movie and quit dissecting every piece of it? But
where do you where do you stand on the whole Greedo shooting thing?
of
Where
course, no, Han shot first. Come on, you
yeah,
know?
it wasn't. It's not even a case of he shot first. Hand shot. Greedo
Yeah,
didn't
Han
shoot
shot
shit.
period, and then
I
Greedo died. Han shot period, Greedo died.
I
But
think
with Rise of Skywalker, my thing is this: how can people that claim to be Star Wars fans, whether you think the movie is the best or not, that has nothing to do with it. How can people that claim to be Star Wars fans hate on this movie when what this movie does is give you answers and wrap up everything in a nice little neat bow, and it makes everything Star Wars. Everything that people hated about Last Jedi, it turns around and it
I
made it Star Wars again. It brought it all full circle. Even I mean, come on, Luke and Leia standing together at the end. How can you not like that? You know?
I am one thing I enjoyed in that film, and it was so fucking fleeting. And I think I said it in my review, and I might have mentioned it to you, was that Adam Driver was awesome as Kylo Ren, as a villain. But that glimpse you got of him as Ben Solo, you're like, oh man, this was a character I would have liked to fucking see. Just where he goes to rescue Ray and where he's fighting with the lightsaber and where he's surrounded by the Knights of Ren and he just
Mm-hmm.
pulls it out behind his back and he does that gesture and it's like that's such a Han Solo fucking thing to do. And I was
Right.
like, oh man, I think I think that I think that fucking what would happen if I were a director, if I was making it, right?
Right.
I would have I would have had Ben. I would have Ray change Ben at the end of the last movie, and then Snoke stupidly goes to the planet and fucking defrosts or clones Palpatine, and Palpatine totally usurps him, and then have the first half of the film as kind of a kind of a kind of Kane Kung Fu. You know the movie Kung Fu or the series with David Carradine Kung Fu.
Right.
You
See,
have Ben.
if I were to have an issue with this movie, if I were to pick one issue, it's
Mhm.
that I wish it was longer. I really do. I wish we had more of that him as Ben Solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
But
just.
I could say that about any of the movies. I could live in Star Wars forever. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I just think that I'm not saying that the switch wasn't plausible. It was
mhm.
just so jarring for him to go from good guy to bad, from bad guy to good guy. And like you know about the alternate ending, right?
Yeah, I do. And then I've also heard about the supposed JJ cut, but JJ Abrams came on himself and said that that is a complete fan theory. There is no JJ cut.
No, the
But I
but
would love to see a special edition. I would love to see a special edition of this movie. Hell, I'd
you
love to see a special edition of all of them.
so essentially the other cut had Ben survive, but he goes off and he goes off in a form of a he goes off like fucking Kenobi or whatever or Luke prior to atone for himself and be on his own and kind of like fucking he'd be maybe someone that Ray would send the next generation of Jedi to. It's like she's worried about someone. She's say 20 years down the line, Ray teaches a new order of Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
and she's worried about one of them turning to the dark side. Well, who would be the perfect person to send an onshore or a kind of imbalanced Jedi to? Ben
Right.
Solo. He's been there and he can fucking he's been there, and he's kind of he mistakenly suffered at the hands of his uncle, which pushed
Right.
him, and he knows this isn't the way you treat someone with that power, because you could cause this person to flip on a fucking dime. So
Right.
that's where I'd go with it. I don't know.
Marty, I'm not sure how you look at things, but I know I'm pretty sure that you are in full support of women empowerment and gay rights, things like that.
Yeah, I am, but
Okay.
here's the thing, and I'm going to be I'm going to be, I'm going to be trying to be very tactile with it. I said, I think it's good, but I don't
Mhm.
think a plot or a character should suffer to push an agenda.
Exactly, and that's my point here. Okay, a movie like the new Black Christmas, right?
Yeah,
That movie, all it is, if you watch that movie, if you have watched that movie, all it is an agenda of man hate, and it's literally about man hate. That's what it is. Now, with with Star Wars Rise of Skywalker up to the new ones, people have said that Rey is a Mary Sue, right? I hate that fucking term because okay, she's a strong female character, but nowhere in in this trilogy of films does it demean or in any way lessen the impact of any of the male characters. Our main our main protagonist just happens to be a woman.
yeah, like
Okay?
she complements the team. She's part of the team. She's an equal. Like the fact is,
Right.
I got my niece, and it's fucking awesome because my niece is 6. I got her
Mhm.
Ray Barbie. I got her a Barbie doll of Ray, and like she was like, "Oh, cool! I can like fucking fight my brother's
Yeah,
action figures and stuff." And I was like, "That's kind of
exactly.
cool." It's not
I
saying
see them
she's
wanting to
better.
get
She's
more
equal.
girls into Star Wars, but also like, so we got this strong female character. So what? If they do more movies with Ray as the lead, I'll be fine with that because she was a good character. They did not sacrifice. Yes, they may have had some small agendas in there, and I will say that as a fan, but they did not sacrifice the story and the plot for those agendas.
I Haldo. What you make of the whole Haldo thing? Laura Dern's character. I love Laura Dern, fantastic actress, but I did not see the point of that character.
Well, the I guess like that is just
I'm not trying to shit in the movie. I
Haldo's
just,
character. Well, you mean in Return in Last Jedi, right?
yeah.
See, I get it too. I get that. But the movie to me was so fun and so enjoyable that it didn't matter to me. I
But
enjoyed what they call the Haldo maneuver where she ran. That was the coolest
that
thing
was
ever.
fucking cool. That was
Yeah,
savage.
I mean, like I just
That was
I think what it was is I think what it really was is yes, Ryan Johnson did say, and I will give the people that, but I'm not going to carry it to the way they are. They're hating on him for it. Ryan Johnson was trying to push some female agenda in there. He really was. But he did not do it at the sake of the story. The story still came first in the movies. Whether you like the story or not, whether you agree with the story, it still has a story. Whether you like the story or not is another thing. It
I
still
I
has the story first.
I just think, and I think this was detrimental to the female character.
Mhm.
It kind of made her out to be a raven bitch. Just like, just just tell fucking Poe your plan.
I
Just
think
keep
what
him
they
the
were
fucking
trying to
loop.
do was say that in Star Wars, and if you notice in all the movies, even back in the George Lucas movies, this is still true that women are always the voice of reason and the men act impetuously. And that's true even all the way through the George Lucas films.
Hmm.
It was Leia that was a little bit more like, hold on, let's analyze the situation, let's check it out, then let's act. Luke and Han were like, let's just go, let's get them.
I like I get what you're saying, and I genuinely thought that Aldo might have been like a new version of oh, what's the chick with the short hair that's like the commander in the original movies? Um,
You mean the minister, the
yeah,
leader of the rebellion, Mon
yeah,
Mothma?
yeah. I thought, okay, cool, they're going to set her up as that, and they killed her
Hmm.
off, and it was a spectacular death, it was a spectacular sacrifice,
Hmm.
but that that that, that just that character, the way that character developed and was treated, just left a really
Right.
sour taste in my mouth. I didn't like the character, not because she was a woman. I genuinely thought she just came across as obnoxious, a very
She
obnoxious
was
character.
a little annoying, but she really redeemed herself in the final scenes with her. I
That
think,
that was savage. That was cool.
yeah.
Um,
Um, I don't know. I really think that it was kind of like that part of the story was more about Poe learning because and really too, if you look at it in Rise of Skywalker, the struggles Poe is still going through to be the leader. You know what I mean? That he has to kind of take over. I think it was less about her than it was about him.
it
About
was.
him, his arc of being on this end. Let me get my hands in the picture here. On this end, and I just went all in. I'm playing poker as well, and I just went all in on something I probably shouldn't have, but I'm not paying any attention.
Am I fucking up your poker game?
No, not at all. I do this a lot while I stream. I don't
Um,
care. I don't care if I win or lose. Okay, so on this end of the spectrum, in Force Awakens, Poe starts out as a pilot who is an adventurer who we know is going to be kind of that Han Solo type character, right?
yeah.
And then as we go through the movies, as we go through the movies, Han, or I'm sorry, Poe gets more and more like Poe gets more and more impetuous, but then as the movie as the middle of or towards the end of Jedi, you know, he starts to learn, and then he learns going in through Rise of Skywalker, and he becomes this great leader. And if you really think about it, that's kind of where Han Solo was. Han Solo starts as a scoundrel, as somebody who don't care
And
about
then by
anything but
Jedi, he's
himself,
a general. Yeah,
and then by the end of Return of the Jedi, he's a Jedi or a Jedi. I'm sorry,
general.
a general who is sacrificing things, sacrificing himself almost for the betterment of the cause. It's kind of the same thing, you know.
No, and I get as well that like it does make sense Haldo being the way she was because there is a chain of command, but I just think if you have this plan that requires a lot of fucking a lot of fucking a lot of planning, you
Right,
keep everyone in the loop so no one does fuck up. Like, if she's look,
right,
don't fucking send the guys off for actually doing this. Oh, okay, yeah, Finn, fucking Rose, don't fucking go off and wreck a casino planet. Just
right,
um top top favorite moments or characters from the Mandalorian.
right.
Have I put you in the spot?
Yes, I have seen it, Heartbreaker. I have seen the thing. I really enjoy it. I'm sorry, what'd you say there? What'd you say, dude?
Um, favorite moments or parts from Heartbreaker. Is that the BBC Dracula you're talking about?
Yeah, the one that's only 3 episodes where they're an hour and a half long.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
really enjoyed it. I really did. It's a very unique take on Dracula.
it goes into his psyche a lot. I thought that was interesting that he wasn't actually supernaturally affected by crosses and sunlight. It was just actually
Mhm.
a kind of a
Right.
psychological.
I really like how you get all the characters from the main story, but you get them in different time periods.
Yeah. Um, I did think it kind of wobbled a bit in the third part.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as a period piece, and
Yeah.
my um my favorite
That
part was the
second
second part.
episode was really cool.
Which one? The third?
The second episode where they're on
Oh,
the
and the
ship.
deleter. Yeah, because
Yeah.
essentially what
And
you had was alien.
right.
You essentially had alien on a ship with a
I did
Dracula.
really like I really liked the second one as well. I really liked the third one as well though. I thought that was a really good episode. I thought it was a very cool modern take.
I don't know why. I don't like when people bar and this is a bit of a deep cut. The only time I've liked Dracula in a modern setting was in Monster Squad.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I know this sounds weird and it's a little out of context right now, but I love talking to you, Marty. I love talking to you on here because I really feel like I'm talking to somebody from my homeland, and it's really funny, but that's how I feel.
Really? How?
Well, my family, I mean, I'm only second generation Irish on one side.
What part did they come from?
My grandmother, my great grandmother is from the Con area.
Connacht?
Is it? I don't know. It's uh Kahn, I think, or KH. You know where the, or maybe it's Crow. I don't know how you say. I am saying it wrong. Hang on a second. I'll tell you.
Look online and send it to me later. It's all
I
right.
don't have to. I don't have to look online. I'll ask my dad. He knows.
But don't spoil the third episode for me.
I've
Oh
had a
shit!
few
Sorry,
drinks now.
Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker hasn't seen the third episode, so let's stay stum on that on Dracula. Oh Christ. Um. Other news. Something I'm happy about. Wonder Woman is only pushed back till August. It's not till next year, so I'm all right with that. Oh. Mm. Heartbreaker. Who's your favorite iteration of Dracula? Live action. What actor portrayed him, or have you a favorite version of him in movies or in television or
I'm sorry, not Kong. Kong. Kong.
huh?
Cong. Kong area. I'm not sure where it is, but
Auntie Mayo.
I guess that our the claim to fame for the area is that it's also where they filmed The Quiet Man with John Wayne.
St. Finian's Narrows. Attractions.
I guess
National
it's a
Museum.
little village. It's a village in Galway County.
No, it's not. It's not in Galway. It's not in Galway. It's actually in Mayo.
Is it Mayo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's where my family's from.
Okay. Yeah. It's in Mayo, but it's a village. Okay. So Con, County Mayo. Con is a village straddling in the borders of County Galway and County Mayo, but it's in Mayo.
Okay.
So maybe your family were on the Galway side of the border.
Yeah, because I guess that we have some I guess we have some of my family at that time was actually in that movie. Some of my relatives are in that movie, The Quiet Man, as extras.
Would you ever try and make it back here at some stage?
Oh my God, I want to so bad. You have no idea.
Something
I
tells me after all this shit is said and done, you're gonna get some fairly cheap fucking flights.
Dude, that would literally be my dream come true. Okay, I lived in Europe for 7 years.
Germany, right?
Germany, yes, I lived in Germany for 7 years. I went all over Germany. I've been to France. I've been to Norway. I've been to Spain. I've been even to and I've been
Brad,
all over Germany.
Brad, were
I've been
you a
to
military
Madrid.
brat, or was it that you were stationed there yourself?
No, it was my parents were stationed there.
Oh. Well, what's the term? Army brat, or there's
Yeah,
a
I was an army brat. But I went over there, and the whole time there, we never got to the UK, and I always wanted to go. We had plans to go once, and I don't remember what happened, but we weren't able to go for some reason.
what year? What year was this?
Oh, this would have been in like 89, 90.
It could have been restrictions because at the time the IRA was still bombing parts of London and stuff, so there might have
Well,
been
that
fucking.
and we also had the Gulf War going on, and you know,
Well, oh, was your dad deployed to that?
he never got deployed to the war zone, but because Germany was a staging area, it was a target to be bombed. So, like in our school there, we would have armed guards in the school,
Oh,
you know, like armed military guards, like guys with full dress and M16s with grenade launchers. They would show us their guns so we wouldn't be afraid and stuff, you know.
uh, quick question, Heartbreaker. Is it the Mark of Thorn tattoo you're thinking of getting? Or some Michael Myers?
I'm getting one. Marty, excuse me 1 second, brother. I got to run to the restroom real quick.
No bother. I will hold the fort. You come back, no one's watching. What the fuck did he say? Aye. Yeah, is it the Mark of Thorn tattoo you're thinking of getting, Heartbreaker? Tattoo, Friday the 13th, hockey mask and logo. Something just in the profile picture. I think my friend Barry Fitz has Jason's mask and machete on his shoulder. He's a fucking human tapestry. Is Brad gone poo pooing? I don't know. Question to you guys, because I'd be meaning to get a tattoo, but I'm too much of a fucking pussy. Where is the most painful place to get a tattoo on the human body? They say the closer to bone, the more painful it is. Any takers? Like, would it be sore if it was on the neck, or on the back, or on the shoulder blade?
Okay, sorry, Marty.
It's alright. I was trying to make conversation with the people in the chat, but they don't like me. It's because I'm a dirty foreigner.
Because you're a dirty, dirty Irishman.
Dirty Irishman. Oh, speaking of which, behind the knee is not fun. Oh, thanks, sharpshooter. So, Brad, you've tattoos, right?
Yes.
So, is it bullshit, or is it true that closer to bone is the most painful place to get a tattoo? If you're
Yes,
getting, yeah.
that is true. Well, also, like, real sensitive, like soft skin areas. Like the inside of the arm is very sensitive, supposedly.
So you're
Here
essentially
is supposedly more sensitive than here. Harder parts of the skin are more sensitive or less sensitive.
speaking of dirty Irishmen, do you listen to podcasts, Brad?
Not regularly.
There's a fantastic podcast about Ireland's worst serial killer.
Oh wow, yeah.
Kieran Patrick Kelly, he possibly killed between 35 to 45 people between 1953 to 1984 and
And
was
they have
never
a
caught.
podcast that can do enough episodes just about him.
Yeah,
Wow.
because there was so much stuff mixed up about him. But yeah, he used to push people in front of tube trains, and the only reason, do you want to know how they caught him eventually?
Really? How's that?
He he was caught for robbing, and there was another hobo. He was a homeless guy. He was in a cell with this other homeless guy who was snoring. He strangled him with his socks, and he confessed the whole thing. He said, "Fuck it, you have me. I'm gonna fucking confess the whole thing."
That's too funny. You know, when I was a kid, I actually watched somebody jump in front of a train in Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? I was going to make a really bad joke and ask, did they end up looking like what's in your Jello cup there? But
Honestly, in Germany, the trains are like bullet trains. They go very fast.
so the liquefied probably.
Yeah, it was like a spray.
Jesus.
And the funny part about it is when we first moved there, and my father had just taken us there to see the trains.
What an experience.
Yeah, we had to sit there, and my dad had to answer questions to the police, and um,
I Can you remember what the guy looked like? Was he like an old guy, a young
I
guy?
don't remember. I just remember that he was white, but then again, it's Germany. Most people are. It literally was out of nowhere. Like literally, dude. We were standing there on the platform, and this guy literally ran up from behind us, and like he was down a ways a bit, and as soon as the train was, he just jumped right in front of it.
And that would have been the 80s. That would have been 89 and the like.
Oh yeah, I was no more than probably 6. 7 maybe.
Wondering if he was old enough, he might have been a fucking former soldier or something. He was just fucking
I don't know,
traumatized.
man, but it was definitely weird. It's definitely one of those weird experiences you have that you don't like forget about. That's why I remember it so well. But I actually remember a lot of things from Germany. It's almost like when I look back on it, it's almost like it was another life. But I do remember a lot of it.
Dude, you've traveled around a lot though. Like you were telling me you've been to lots of fucking places.
Yeah, even I kind of when you do that for so long, you kind of get a like a bug. It kind of you get to where you enjoy it, and
You
even
can't
when
settle
we
in one location for too long.
even when we got back here to the States, I traveled a lot.
Be right back.
Okay. Hi, Craig. I didn't even see you come in. I'm just fucking with you. Oh, Craig, can you do me or can I ask you? I think you sent me one before, but can you send me another like a selfie of you wearing your shirt if you don't mind? And also, if you don't mind, can I use it as a promo?
It's a weird breakfast.
I need some breakfast there, buddy.
I have orange juice and I have tortilla chips.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even a biscuit, huh?
I'm too early for biscuits.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase. Yes, I know biscuits over there are cookies. Here, biscuits are a breakfast food.
I know that. Would you consider? I've heard like people eating them with gravy. So would it be sweet or would it be savory? They're like a scone or potato cake or something. Yeah.
Mm, think of them more as kind of like a flaky dinner roll.
No, I'm going.
A scone maybe, like their texture is like a scone, like how they feel and how their texture is,
No,
but
I've seen.
they don't have fruit in them, so they're not sweet. You know what I mean?
Well, you can get the likes of brand scones or plain kind of scones as well.
Right. But yeah, they're very good. And here in like the South and stuff in country areas, people eat them with white gravy on them and sausage. I guess over there, I'm trying to think of what you guys would eat. Um,
Okay,
like I don't know what you call it over there. Eggs Benedict, kind of with a poached egg.
what you get now. So, say you go into a restaurant or a bar or pub. It's like half 10, 11 o'clock. And you ask for full Irish, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
will get a fried egg, two sausages, one white pudding, one black pudding, two rashers,
Mm-hmm.
or you call them bacon,
Mm-hmm.
mushrooms, beans, a hash brown, and two slices of toast. And I'm getting fucking hungry now.
See, that sounds great too. The only thing I'm wary about is the black pudding. What is black pudding exactly?
Okay, so there's the sausages, right? There's sausages,
I
and
always
then
have a dislike, buddy.
okay, there's sausages,
Wait, the
and there's
black pudding is
rashers.
sausages?
Yeah, no, there there is, but okay. To be honest, it depends on the parts.
Mm-hmm.
Pudding is usually made from the snout, the ears, the hoof, lots of blood, lots of innards.
So
The
how's it
nuts,
a pudding?
huh?
How's it a pudding?
It's grounded up and
I
then
mean,
gelled together
here
with
pudding
curd.
is like sweet with like cream and
No,
chocolate and shit.
no, it's black pudding. It's like blood sausage, except if blood sausage was made with like ears and tails and nose and
Hmm.
tongue.
I'll have to try it one of these days. There are some Irish places here where you can try it. We have a place. There's an Irish pub. It's a chain pub though. They have them. I think they have them all over the country. It's a pub
What?
called O'Neill's where you can get some Irish, like traditional stuff, but then also some American stuff. Like you can get your bangers and mash and things like that. You know what I mean? Um,
Banners and mash is more of an English delicacy.
really? No, that's passed off as Irish here.
I I know I shouldn't be, but I get astounded sometimes when I hear like, was it you or someone said to me, and I was like, oh, for St. Patrick's Day we eat corned beef and cabbage, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
not in my family. I don't know who the fuck eats that. Corned beef is nasty.
no, the a traditional fucking a traditional Irish fucking dinner would be bacon and cabbage.
Yeah, that I could see, but corned beef, no. Like, I don't do corned beef. I don't like it.
I like it in a sandwich with mustard.
You know what's funny is living in Germany, my mom got a taste for like liverwurst and shit,
Oh,
and I just can't eat it, man. I do like a lot of German foods because I'm also part German. I'm mostly German Irish. That's my main nationalities. In fact, my great grandmother on my father's side knew Hitler. But yeah, I'm not big on on some things. Like I love the potato stuff they do, like potato pancakes, potato balls. I like the sausages. I hate sauerkraut. I hate it.
Never had it.
And something that they do in Germany, and I've heard that they do this in the UK a lot too, is you can go to a stand like in the middle of the street, like a street salesman or street vendor, and you get a paper cone of French fries or chips, whatever you want to call them, and then there's a lid over the cone of paper, and in the hole there's a hole in it, and you would put vinegar in the hole and cover your chips in vinegar, or you could take it off and they would put mayonnaise all over their French fries or their potato or their chips, and I'm just like, that's just so gross.
Um, I do. I do like getting a bag of chips and putting a fucking shitload of vinegar on it. Never
Really?
put
See,
mayonnaise on it.
I can't do the vinegar. I don't like vinegar at all. I hate vinegar.
When you're out pissed drunk, right? And as some lads call it, the fear. When you got the fear on you, you'll fucking want anything for soakage. And a big dirty bag of chips covered in vinegar is the best fucking thing.
See, my brother. Okay, I shouldn't say this. My brother might get mad at me, but he don't watch my shit anyway, so fuck him. My brother pissed his bed till he was about 14. And it wasn't because he was anything. He had this medical condition to where he could not wake up at night to go to the restroom. And my mom would clean his mattress with vinegar. So
And the smell.
the smell of vinegar to me has always been this nasty, and I cannot eat vinegar. Like I love ketchup, but it's because I can't smell or taste the vinegar. Hot sauces, like I don't know if you've ever had Tabasco sauce.
My housemate drenches everything in fucking hot sauce. And the
Okay,
smell is
that
fucking
smell
vile.
of the vinegar just killed me. I love spicy, but I can't stand hot sauces
No, the
because of
smell.
that vinegar. Now I love chili, I love all that, but that vinegar smell I just can't do, and it kills me.
But I'd say that's kind of an associative thing. That, like, it's not the actual taste or anything, it's just you associate with having a sleep in a room where your brother
Uh,
fucking pissed the bed, like.
yeah, I don't like vinegar chips, and by chips I mean like those kind of chips. Like
Potato fry. Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, they have potato chips here that are salt and vinegar or whatever. I don't like them. I just don't eat them. I don't like pickled fruits or pickled vegetables, with the exception of pickles. I like pickles. You know, no,
I
he didn't. He didn't have to sleep outside, Craig.
I'd stop going to my favorite chipper. I used to, I used to, I used to love getting fish and chips. But your man changed the batter recipe,
Hmm.
and for no reason, I get the I get the fucking chips. I'd eat the fish. 15 minutes later, rock hard on
Yeah,
the
I
fucking
love
batter.
fish and chips. I love fish and chips, and but here in America, most fish and chips places is it's fish and French fries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Now,
that's
a
what I
French
mean.
fry and a chip is the exact same thing, but in Europe, when you got fish and chips, they literally were shaped like chips. Here, they're shaped like French fries. You know,
Well, in Ireland, are shaped like French fries.
are they?
Yeah,
I never got there, so yeah, that's cool.
but
Um, There at O'Neill's you can get fish and chips, and the chips they're shaped like chips, but they're lattice cut.
Yeah.
Like little squares in between or whatever. And if you want them, you can get the chips as sweet potato chips instead of regular. And the sweet they serve them with a raspberry applesauce that's fucking delicious.
Fuck that.
Try it sometime, bro. Just get sweet potato French fries and dip them in raspberry applesauce. It's really fucking good.
Um, remember my dad used to make well, he got the meat and used to make sausages and he'd put applesauce with the sausages. They're nice.
Yeah, that's really good. We make sausages here, and we make them with out of like if we go hunting, which I haven't in a long time, but my wife's uncle did before he passed away. He'd go hunting a lot, and he would get deer and whatnot. So we would make venison sausages with green chili stuffed in them. That is fucking delicious.
I
If you've
remember
never,
one. My dad was he was killing. We have a farm and he was killing a goat. And he
good
asked me
night,
if I
buddy.
wanted to cut it, if I wanted to cut its throat. I think it was 12 at the time. I was like, oh, okay. I
Yeah,
nicked her on archery, and it turned into a fucking Sam Raimi movie. The two of us were
it is a little weird your first couple times, Even now, you still get a little grossed. I still don't like dressing the deers myself fully, but it's just part of it. You just kind of grit your teeth and go through with it. After a while, you get used to it, though.
But I do feel bad, but then you're thinking like, well, that's where burgers come from. That's where
I
fucking.
just think of it as meat. Yeah, I just look at it as meat. You know what I mean? What really bothers me, and I know I'm going to catch shit for saying this, but okay, you got to understand where I live. I live in the country, okay?
Hmm.
So what really bothers me is when I have to shoot a dog. Out here, there's two different reasons to shoot a dog. The two reasons are to put it out of its misery,
Or if it's going to kill your livestock.
and if it's fucking with your animals or your family. Like that, we had a dog that was. I didn't have to shoot it, luckily, but I did pop a shot behind its butt. I did it on purpose. I aimed a few feet behind it on purpose, but I popped a shot behind its butt because it tried to attack my children.
The sad thing is, like, it's not the fucking dog's fault. It's probably some shitty owner or
Well, with
some.
this one, I don't know what happened, but it was our neighbor's dog, and it just ran over here one day. Our neighbors had this like fucking, I don't know what kind of dog it was, but it was very aggressive. And it just ran over here and it literally tried to attack my little girl and she was playing outside. So
See,
I grabbed her up. I grabbed her up and I put her on the porch with me and he wouldn't leave. So I pulled out my gun and I shot like 6 feet behind its butt under the ground. And he took off and we haven't seen him since.
I'd understand that too, because you've small kids. Like, if you've a teenager or something, or a kid who's like 11 or 12, they probably have the fucking. They probably have the wherewithal to know, okay, don't go near that dog, go in and get your folks.
Right. But my
But
grandfather, on the other hand, like you said, he raised livestock, he raised chickens. So if a dog went after his chickens or his livestock, he would plug them, and that's how I grew up. So like, well, kind of. I also grew up in the cities too, but I just you got that kind of a
what people
sometimes
don't understand is, what people don't understand is, if you leave your dog outside and it pals up with a couple other stray dogs, your dogs. Doesn't matter how docile or how grand it is, that pack mentality comes back. And that
Mm-hmm.
thing, it goes straight back to the wolves. It just goes straight back to the way they used to be. They
Yeah.
will fucking kill anything.
Luckily, I have not had to shoot a dog in a while, but it hurts me every time I have to do it. I'm not saying this to be mean, but with the jobs I've had and the training I've had and the professions I've been in, I will shoot a person without even thinking about it. But shooting a dog to me is heartbreaking.
Again, it's not the dog's fault. It's just the
Exactly. The
or shitty
dog
owner.
doesn't know, or the dog doesn't understand what it's doing is wrong. You know? But,
I'm 5 away, I think, from 300.
oh yeah?
Mm.
I've got 4 people watching. Let's get Marty to 500, guys. Come on. Or 300. Let's get him to 300. Man, I can't believe you haven't gone faster than that.
I don't turn out as good as content as yourself and the other guys, as Queen
Yes,
and
you
Geo
do,
do.
bro. Those fucking videos you do with the figures, that takes so much effort and it's so amazing. I can't believe you don't have a million subs.
I enjoy it.
You got
It's
to
a hobby.
promote, Marty. That's what you got to do. You got to promote. I know you promote some of it on YouTube or on Twitter, but you got to promote like everywhere. That's what I do.
Again, this isn't my livelihood. This is just something I do for fun, so.
Me too. Me too. But I mean, I do want to get to 1,000, and I probably will monetize because if it can help, I will let it. You know, but
Be right back.
all right, Greg, what are you doing, brother? Right, I hear that. Hey, Marty, I'm probably going to be on about another 10 minutes
Okay.
because I do have to get up early in the morning because I have a guy coming over to help me fix the pipes under the house.
What time is it there with you?
It's almost 1.
Guess what time it is here?
What time?
10 to 7.
Oh, yeah. Wait, it's only like 6 in the morning there or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, 10 minutes to 7.
What day is it there? Saturday?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday?
You messaged me. I woke up.
Really? No shit? I'm sorry, brother.
No, it's grand. This is um, this whole fucking Corona thing. Just my fucking sleeping pattern's out of whack, so I
You're
couldn't
not
get.
work. Are you not at work at all?
No, I thought I told you I left my job of 15 years.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. You did. You did. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm still working with the Corona, but
um, what do you reckon about Trump saying that he's going to have everything running by Easter Sunday?
well, I don't think he's not saying he's going to have it running. He expects the country to start bouncing back, and I understand it because if you look at like China and stuff, they're starting to bounce back. So it's kind of in the time frame. But
Yeah, and they have a bigger population.
yeah, we'll just see what happens. You know, Trump's biggest problem is that he says things because people will tell him things, like his advisors or whatever, And he just like, okay, let me go announce it, but he doesn't actually think about it.
Ugh. I think he listens to the advisors he shouldn't and doesn't listen to the ones he should.
I agree. I definitely agree. With,
I'm
with the guy, I'll say, he's done some good, he's done some bad. But you know what? So have all our other fucking presidents.
I'm I have issues with him, but at the end of the day, he was constitutionally elected by, so he's your president.
Yeah, I
I
mean that's the thing. It's like I honestly, the first time he ran, I was not a big fan of Obama because I didn't think that he was experienced enough, but he was still my president.
yeah,
And I respect the office, so I didn't go around talking shit about him.
I actually we got into this before.
Yeah.
You're probably going to vote for him again because there's no one else really.
Yeah, there's nobody else, but I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Maybe I'll vote third party.
Yes, Clinton was a pretty awesome president sharpshooter.
I like Clinton. Don't tell my father that, but I liked him.
Sharpshooter said our best president, as in the United States, is the one who is getting head under the fucking.
Yeah. Hey, old Bill got his priorities right. He may have gotten laid, but he still did what was right. So
If it was a toss up between Monica Lewinsky and Hillary, I'd go with fucking Monica.
yeah, but here's my thing, okay? You're the president of the free world. You are without a doubt the most powerful man on the planet. Okay? Come on, you can pull better tail than Monica Lewinsky.
Eh,
There would have been hot ass bitches lined up around the block to
but
sleep with
it's
the
not.
president.
It's not exactly. He couldn't exactly stroll down to Studio 50 fucking 4 and just fucking.
That's true. That's true. But hey, he was on Arsenio Hall. $10 says he was getting head back in the backstage from some intern as well, probably too.
Dude, Jason Voorhees was on fucking Arsenio fucking Hall.
Woo, 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 woo.
And how are you finding your new movie?
Yeah,
my favorite, my favorite Arsenio Hall episode was where Macho Man Randy Savage was on it. That was
yeah.
amazing. I miss
That was a
Macho
good one.
Man so much.
Oh, dude, me too.
Did you listen to his rap album?
Oh my God, yes. Hulk
Hey
Hogan is
Hogan,
a bitch.
I'm
Hulk
gonna
Hogan.
get you.
And then and then he had to have the 4 or 5 obligatory black guys in the background just to show how hood he was and how street he was. Oh God.
Cinema to see
Well,
you.
brother, I think I'm gonna get out of
Down like
here.
a
I'm gonna grab.
ballerina.
Huh?
No, just one of the lines of the song where he's talking about how I was in Spider-Man 3, but I didn't see you because you were in another movie dancing like a ballerina. It's like,
All right. I think I'm gonna get out of here, brother, and eat a quick bite to eat before I go to bed.
I'm going to go back to bed because someone rudely woke me up. I'm joking. I
I
wasn't awake.
apologize.
No, it's okay. I will do that tag. Um, Come here, let me know if yourself and the lads are going on fucking Slash Brothers again. And let me tell me which channel is going to go on it, because I'll put an alarm. Usually, when you guys go live, you have it set up an hour or two before the episode starts, right?
Next week it's my channel. Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, our time. What time is it you said there? 6 p.m.?
It's now 7.
Okay, so you're 6 hours ahead. So it would be.
No, I'll just keep an eye out. I'll just keep an eye out because I like I'll because I don't really sleep that much, but
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out and stuff.
Yeah, I'll put the event up. I'll put the event up a few days beforehand. So,
Um,
good night, everybody. Thank you for joining the after party. Good night to or go to back to bed, Marty. Good morning, good night, whatever.
Good night, sir. Thank you, Brad.
Have a good one, brother.
Take care, sir.